Good afternoon from Bali, everyone. It's Anifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I thought I would start this new series, and it's for both healthcare and hospitality. And I honestly find that that's something that I notice quite a bit here in Bali, and maybe it's just the things that are on my mind regularly, even in Canada, because I feel that even healthcare has a hospitable nature when we actually are caring about clients that we work with. And the same thinking happens in great hospitality too, where the clients are actually cared about, and caring about clients in either of those environments. And of course, I would say this for every environment. And I'm sorry, you're seeing my incense smoking across here, just to show you my incense stick. So of course, yes, I meditate regularly, and here I love to have my incense as I meditate. So post meditation, I wanted to make this video, and today I would like to talk about this integrity and honesty. And again, in hospitality as well as healthcare, because not that I think that they are two exclusive areas, I actually think that these ideas are emotionally intelligent directions for all companies and all businesses and all families to think about. But I wanted to start with these two areas specifically because I'm noticing it the most. Of course, I'm staying at different places, I'm visiting different locations through my time in Bali, and I learn a lot about hospitality in that time. And of course, my focus has always been healthcare. So today, I wanted to start with this first quotation for integrity, and it says, integrity is choosing your thoughts and actions based on values rather than personal gain. Who, based on values rather than personal gain. Now remember, integrity is doing this. So are we doing things with integrity? And we can see, or perhaps you can see, and I've certainly seen, that sometimes this is lost because people are not actually thinking about the reasons for why they do what they do. So a lot of times when an employee is working for a company of any sort, they're thinking about, I'm doing this because I need the pay. Some people might be thinking of, well, I'm doing this for the tip because I'm a server, and if I serve these people really well, that will give me a tip. And when we do it from that perspective, it's a very different energy in our care or our service. And when we do it from our values, so when I value something, I value that when someone serves me, they're looking me in the eyes and saying, I hope you really enjoy your meal. And then that they check in on me after I'm done. And did you enjoy your meal? And was everything all right? Or of course, checking in on me before that time to say, is everything okay? All of those things are based on my values, the values that I hold dear, that this is service to me. Now, I do the same thing in healthcare, have done in all of my years in Canada, and certainly even all of my online practice years in Canada too. Same thing, that even though I'm in Bali, and even though it's part of healthcare that I've tied it to, that people should be treated well, I think of healthcare everywhere I go. So no matter who I speak to, even when I'm not doing a job, I'm not being paid anything here in Bali, but I will tell you, I really like the idea of doing what I do with integrity. Integrity is based on my personal values. My personal values are about kindness and consideration for whoever I'm speaking with. And of course, learning all about emotional intelligence many years ago certainly does help too, and it is something that I would strongly encourage, that we think about integrity focusing on our values rather than personal gain. Now I want you to know, and you might know this too, you might have seen doctors' offices get very, very busy, and naturopathic doctors' offices can get very, very busy. Acupuncturist healthcare has become very busy. Certainly, if you've ever been in a hospital situation, you know healthcare is busy. It's busy here, it's busy in North America, it's busy in the world. People need healthcare. And in that time, if I do not look at a client, a patient, even a family member of someone who's waiting with that value of, let's say, kind consideration, checking in. Are you okay? Will be this much time. And I did this, of course, when I had my private clinic. It was very important for me that I know that I'm running a little bit late, so I better make sure that the next client knows that I am running a little late and I'll be right back and it'll take me about this much time. I'll be right with you. Very important to me. Or just saying hello. If I know the next person is waiting, I just say hello. I'm just finishing paperwork and I'll be right with you. So all of that was just my style, and it's so lucky, I'd say. It's such a blessing that I really enjoyed that service. I know that if a doctor ever came out, if I was waiting even with my mother or my father, if I'm waiting, my brother, waiting for an appointment, and if anyone came out, so it could be a nurse or it could be the actual doctor, the doctor would blow my mind that, oh wow, it's so nice that he came out and said, are you okay? I'll be right with you. It's so nice. It meant so much to me, even as a kid, just waiting with my family, that I know that's a service I would like to provide, and that's what I do. But that's also a service, and then it becomes part of who we are if we truly recognize it. It's about our values that we can share with others and not about personal gain. So again, right now, and maybe for many years, there's many people that are very pleasant, very friendly, very kind during an appointment, and whether it's short or long, and there is that slight awareness of because I need to see this many clients, or I need to see this many guests that are in this hotel or in this restaurant, or this is my service, but I want more. It's based on, because if I work for longer, I'll make more money, and that sort of idea. So this is for us all to reflect on. I thought this would help people to understand this idea too. This quotation is by Spencer Johnson, and it says, integrity is telling myself the truth, and honesty is telling the truth to other people. I love this because imagine if I'm always late. I'm always late getting into work, and integrity is telling myself the truth that, oh, you know what? I'm always a little bit late. I should leave home just a little bit earlier to make sure I'm at work on time. And I love punctuality, so I know that I'm comfortable that way. But the first thing for anything that I notice about myself is telling myself the truth about something. Integrity would be telling myself the truth. So for myself, I knew that it was less easy for me to see people coming to healthcare right after a busy day, or squishing it in between a busy day. They run to me after they're at work and they've only got 1 hour break, and then they have to rush back. And I know I had to be aware that integrity is telling myself the truth. Honesty is telling that truth to other people. So I started working weekends regularly. I worked weekdays too, but at the same time, I loved working weekends because the energy of people was so different on weekends. Weekends, people were just clear that they don't really have to do anything. It seems kind of like an easier day, is what I would get the feedback from a lot of people. So this is again to be able to share that with anyone, that I like working weekends because of this energy. I really know that the best of me comes out in this time, and the most receptive space is coming from clients in that time. So this is also about, what do I know about myself? Integrity could be that I'm not great for a night shift. I know that I'm a very good early morning person. It's telling myself the truth. Honesty would be able to tell another that. So who could I tell? I could tell friends, I could tell family, I could tell anyone. But if it's in clients, I would definitely say, wow, I know I work till 8 p.m. This is in Canada. I was working till 8 p.m., sometimes 9, and of course that's only because that last appointment would get stretched on a little bit longer, but my hours were till 8 p.m. And integrity is telling myself the truth that, wow, I'm not as good energy in the later hours as I am first thing in the morning. And the honesty is sharing that with the clients. And again, these are things that we can do in whatever business that we're in, but healthcare and hospitality, I'd like to focus on. I also want to make sure that, again, whatever we practice in the work that we're doing regularly is often from how we are at home too, and how our energy is at home too. And so are we living with integrity and focused on our values, or is it focused on something that we can gain from relationships? And this is for you to reflect on. I thought this quotation was beautiful, and it says, live so that when your children think of fairness, caring, and integrity, they think of you. fairness, caring, and integrity, they think of you. And what would this mean that if someone is focused on these as values? Fairness, of course, lots of people that I've spoken with in my work historically would tell me that, oh, the so and so, this sibling was always the favorite. The boys always get more attention, girls were not given much attention, or they were the last child, so they didn't get much. There's all the reasons. So that doesn't seem very fair. And then caring, what is that caring energy? Caring is a value that I care about. This is, today we might say, being present is caring. And then integrity, this whole idea of focusing on what we value and then sharing that. And this, to think that your children could think this way because of what you're modeling for them, is so important. Yet so many people, it's about achievements. This is what I've achieved. My children, what they remember about me is, this is the job that I do, this is the title that I have, this is the money that I earn, this is the car that I drive, this is the house that I live in. My children remember me for this. Make sure you think about this to see whether you are living with integrity, and what is the legacy you're leaving for children, if you have any. If not children, it's also the example you're setting for everyone that you do interact with. And today I want to talk about service. And again, remember, even being a parent is a service to your child, and healthcare and hospitality can actually take place in the home just like it can in any office. And it is this service that we give to each other when we're consciously aware and focusing on this emotional intelligence of understanding ourselves. How are we feeling? How are we acting? What are we doing that we're showing that we are working with integrity? So I thought I'd finish again with this quotation. This quotation says, "To give real service, you must add something which cannot be bought or measured with money, and that is sincerity and integrity." Sincerity and integrity. And when you're doing your actions, your service, based on your values, and your values are likely very similar to my values. My values would be about honesty, about punctuality, about presence, C. So that being very aware of oneself, what's important to me is important to you, and if we can look at our clients this way, we act with integrity. I hope you have a fabulous day ahead reflecting on these ideas, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day or night, everyone.